So you'll need to pick your yarn. We're using medium weight yarn. So I have this 4-ply medium weight from Red Heart Soft in the color Seafoam. Then I'm also using the same weight yarn of Caron Simply Soft in the color Sunshine. You can do this in one color, 2 colors, multiples, whatever you decide. I liked these two together, so I'm going to be doing a different rib to the body of the hat. You'll also be needing a circular needle with size 4 and size 7 needles. And you'll also need a stitch marker. So the gauge for this pattern is 19 stitches and 24 rounds equal 4 inches in our elastic rib pattern. So you want to start off this hat with our smallest needle, our size 4. You want to cast on 92 stitches for the small medium size, and then in the written description below this video, there's also a medium large size. So you want to go ahead and pick your first color, cast on 92 stitches, and work your 1 by 1 rib until your piece measures 1.5 inches. So once you have your 1.5 inch of your 1 by 1 rib, we're going to switch over to our size 7 needles. So I've already switched mine out since I am working with the interchangeable needles. I just changed out my needles. If you don't have interchangeable ones, you just start knitting with your larger set of circular needles. So we're going to start our next round with an increase round. So you want to begin a repeat of knit 12. So after you knit your 12, then we're going to make a stitch. So you want to take that horizontal bar in between your stitches, lift it up, and place it on your left needle. Then you're going to knit through the back loop so that we close our stitch. Just like so. Now you want to keep repeating that until your last 8 stitches, in which we're just going to knit them plain. And this is going to take our stitch count to 99. So after our increase round, then we're just going to do a plain purl row. So once you've made your round with your purl, we're going to begin our elastic rib stitch. If you need to do any alterations with the size, the pattern is in multiples of 3 stitches. It consists of 12 rows. So for row 1, so you want to start off by cutting your yarn, and we're going to be moving on to our next color. So I'm just going to leave a small tail of the yellow behind my work. And for round 1 of our elastic rib, we're going to begin a repeat of knit 1, purl 2. And you want to repeat that all the way around this row. Knit 1, purl 2. For row 2, we're going to start off what is called knit 1 in the row below. So what you're going to do is, instead of going through our new colored stitch like a normal knit, we're going to go to the row below and insert our needle as if to knit. Wrap it like normal, pulling up a loop, and then we're just going to pull it off our left needle. Then we're going to work 2 purl stitches, and then we're going to repeat. So you want to go knit 1 through the row below, so go down 1 row, insert your needle as if to knit, wrap, pull up your loop, and then pull it off your left needle. Then purl 2, and you're going to repeat that all the way around. Then for row rows 3 through 10, you're just going to repeat rows 1 and 2 4 times. So after you've worked your 4 repeats of rows 1 and 2, for row 11 we're going to just do a plain knit row. For row 12, we're just going to work a plain purl row. Now we're just going to keep repeating rows 1 through 12 until our hat measures 7.5 inches from our cast on edge. So once your hat measures 7.5 inches, this is what you have. So we have our nice elastic rib design. And if you wanted to change it up every time you repeated a section, you could change the color. So now that we have our length, we're going to start shaping the crown to our hat. So for round 1, we're going to start a repeat of knit 1, purl 2 together. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. Knit 1, purl 2 together. And this is going to take our stitch count to 66. For round 2, we're going to begin a repeat of knit 1 in the row below. So we're going to go down to our first knit stitch row, and we're going to knit our stitch, pulling off the left needle, purl 1. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. So knit in the 1 row below your stitch, pull it off your left needle, purl 1. Repeat that all the way around. Round 3, you want to begin with a repeat of knit 1, purl 1. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. For round 4, we're going to begin a repeat of knit 1 in the row below. So we're going to go down to our first knit stitch row, and we're going to knit our stitch, pulling off the left needle, purl 1. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. So knit in the 1 row below your stitch, pull it off your left needle, purl 1. Repeat that all the way around. For round 5, you want to begin with a repeat of knit 1, purl 1. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. Round 6 of knit 1 in the row below. So we're going to go down to our first knit stitch row, and we're going to knit our stitch, pulling off the left needle, purl 1. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. So knit in the 1 row below your stitch, pull it off your left needle, purl 1. Repeat that all the way around. So then from here, what you're going to do is every row, you're just going to knit 2 together, and you're just going to repeat that until you only have 8 stitches remaining. So you're just going to keep going around your hat, knitting 2 together until you're left with 8 stitches. And then we're done. So at any point, if your stitches get too tight, you can always switch over to double pointed needles to make it easier. Then when you've gotten down to your last 8, then like all hats, we're going to cut our yarn and pull tight the top of our 8 stitches, weave in all our ends, and then our hat is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this hat. If you have any suggestions for future hats of the month that you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.